Hello and welcome back to some more Star Citizen stuff here today. We are going to do a review of the new ship that just came in the game, the MISC TAC, that is focused on as a gunship role. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below, and let me know your thoughts about this ship here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into checking out this ship here. We're going to go ahead and start with the top deck to take a look at this. So here we're starting at the bridge. I'm here just right over Bloom, just checking out this beautiful scenery here. Love this place. So here we got the pilot seat right here. We have the co-pilot seat. And back here we have a couple of different seats. So this is going to be for your remote turrets, and also this one as well. This whole cockpit here is very much similar to already the Starlancer Max that came out towards the end of last year after CitizenCon. So not too much has changed in here really at all, if there was even any changes. Let's take a look at this. So that is a component axis. Looks like there's a fuse box there. You can put two fuses in there. That comes with one. Fire extinguisher. Here we have a computer slot that is empty, but I think we're gonna go ahead and, oh wait, what's this do? Oh, that's cool. Does the Max have that? I'm curious. I've never seen that function before, so let me know in the comments if this is actually already in the Max. But that's a really cool feature that I like that they implemented for this ship. If this is new, but yeah, you're gonna get that same MISC look to the pilot seat here. And I'm actually, before I move on to the rest of the ship, I'm gonna get back in this seat. I didn't see any major changes from the base model of the Max. You still get your 4 lasers here. And of course I have max powered weapons, so you'll see like a high capacitor. I believe you still get your missiles. Let me check. You get size 3 missiles and you get 16 of them. It looks like you can queue up to 4 to shoot all at once if you want to do that. But yeah, nothing else really too much. It still has that whole MISC look at the window here. It's got the flat dash right there. Robocop look here. That's what this ship really reminds me of. But yeah, pretty much the same as the Max. It's all same layout, I believe, just into this ship. But let's go on and move on to the rest on the back here. And back here we have some escape pods. So escape pods are going to be in the game at some point. So you get 4 of them for the crew on the bridge. They look pretty comfy too, padded and everything. So you get 4 here in the escape pod room. And this is an elevator. We're on deck 2, the top portion of the ship, but we're going to still work our way to the rest of this floor before we move on to the bottom deck. More component access here that are empty. And here we get to the living quarter. Oh, well, not living quarter, sorry, but this is like the crew area. This is where you're going to have your seat here. You can sit in the table and eat. Kitchen right here, that's empty. This is going to be your fridge so that eventually you can store some food in here. Yep, it's a kitchen. Still got the copper piping right there too, it looks like. Very, very cool. And let's check this room out. We got bathroom in here. Mirror is, well, not showing my head. Okay. That's upsetting. We got yourself a very nice shampoo bottle here and some shaving cream. So if you need to do that for your character, very much take care of that business. And here is the toilet. And you get toilet paper. And let's move on to, what's this room here? Got another bathroom here, sink, mirror, and yep, all the same thing. Different shampoo bottle looks like there, so that's cool. And here we have crew area. This is the gun locker, and this looks like here. This can store your size 3 weapons. So what I mean by that, like railgun, missile launcher, that can fit. Looks like right here, this giant slot. Here looks like your rifles can go here. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like another slot here to the right for another size 3 railgun or missile launcher. Multi-tool, medical devices, and pistols can go up here. You get 4 slots there. And it looks like here, are these storage icons or just lights? No, that's just lights. Okay. Crew area. Let's go ahead into the crew quarters. You got 2, 4, 6, 8 bunk beds in here, and please tell me these work. They do, thank God. I love it when they put storage lockers so you can put some stuff away for the crew. So you get 650K of space in each locker here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 8 lockers here to store plenty of space. And I think that's about it for the crew area, unless the bunk beds have another additional spot. Usually there's like a locker on some of these ships, but I don't see any lockers below the beds. So it's just going to be all these lockers here. So you get 8 lockers. That's plenty of locker space for the crew of the ship. Tells you kind of like max crew you can have is 8 just by the look of this. And we're going to move on towards further back of the ship. Got another fire extinguisher. Love it. Gonna need that when we put out fires engineering. And here we are working towards the famously known Hangar Bay. That's elevator. No. Here. Hangar Bay. So this is going to be your hangar area, so you can store your Fury. MX, our base Fury. There's a switch to open the hangar. I hope you heard that sound, but I love that sound that it just made. Like, it sounded like gears were moving. It's a different sound than any other hangar door that I hear opening, so I'll let you hear it again. Just take a look, or listen. I really love that, like, gear sound. That is cool. Yeah, so we got outline here of where to place the Fury. You could place 2 in this hangar. That's what one of the devs, when they were reviewing this video, on their main channel, is they commented that you can place 2 Furies in here. It looks like you can. You just have to be very tricky with... Let me open that door again. How big is this? Oh, God, that'd be tricky. If they literally just deleted this a little bit more, another couple feet right there, the wall, it'd be easier to land 2 Furies. But, I mean, I think you can do it. Just have to be careful when you're taking off. You might have to slightly move over to the right a little bit here, and then move slightly to the left over here, just a tad bit on the floor. But it's definitely doable. I don't think there's anything else in this room. More copper pipes, lighting. So, yeah, that's actually about it for this room here. For the hangar bay. Very cool. Slightly smaller than the Carrack. It's just specifically designed for the Fury from the design language of the hangar here. I don't know. While we're moving on, is there any other thing else? There's some ship component access here, I think. No, that's not. Okay. Okay, let's move on to... I like the cool little windows here at the pipes. That's kind of cool design language right there. I actually very much appreciate that kind of touch of detail in some of these spots in the hallway. So it's not just an empty hallway of just walls. It's actually glass windows. You can see a couple of little details of just the ship itself to make it look a little more alive, I would say. So I like that and very much appreciate that detail. This right here, just monitor. What is this supposed to be? Oh, that's just the elevator. So we have another elevator access, but before we go down, we're gonna continue the rest of the ship here. Here we have the engineering room of the ship, and this is going to have your access to all the components. Looks like we got 2 size 3 shield generators by the looks of that component. That's a large cooler at the size 3, I believe. And this is another fuse. And we come back here. We got... That's empty. Fuse and another cooler. Or no, that's a power plant, I think. Are these labeled, actually? Let me see. Power plant. Okay, so right there tells you power plant of what each individual component is, so you can read it before you open the door. And we got the cool design look of the engines back here that I very much appreciate the detail that they did for this ship. This is very, very cool, very awesome. It reminds me of the same engine design that they did for the 890 Jump many, many years ago, and I'm glad they're kind of carrying that design over to other ships. I think this is a cool design idea detail, so this is very cool. Quantum drive access is here. Very awesome. And that's it for the engineering bay. Fire extinguisher. Definitely need that. We're gonna go ahead. I didn't see any elevators. Nope, not in this room. No, okay. We're gonna go ahead and move towards one of the elevators here. And this is... We're gonna start all the way to... We're gonna actually just go down this one. That's fine. This is the closest one. So we're in the engineering. It says part of the ship here. We're gonna move on towards the cargo deck. So this is your cargo deck. You can put some boxes here to the side. You can see where the... Or maybe it's here dead in the center. But you can put some boxes back here. SU capacity is 96, so that's plenty of cargo space that can last you a lot on your journey. At the window over there. And it is a tight ceiling. I know you can fit like some hover bikes in here, STVs, Cyclones. I don't know if this is tall enough to fit an Ursa Rover. If it is, let me know. But I think an Ursa maybe could fit. Just barely. Maybe. But, yep, this is the cargo area, fire extinguisher. Let me move on to the rest here. Medical bay. So this is new for the Starlancer series here. This is all medical stuff. This is supposed to have some med pens, water, all that kind of stuff eventually in here. We got storage. No, not 800. 650K storage space. And over here, another 650K. So a decent amount of space. Then these, I believe, the medical beds. There's 2 here, and these are going to be your tier 3s. Yep, tier 3 treatment. And what is this? Open door. I am not sure what this is supposed to be. Perhaps eventually storage. Looks like storage. Does this do anything? Not that I can see. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move further to the ship. Drop seats. All right, love it. So this ship right here, you have 8 drop seats, 4 on that side, 4 on this side, and if you need like more space for guns, you can put more rifles. Looks like rifles can fit in here. They're like size 2 weapons, I believe, when they measure weapons and sizes. So you can put some rifles in here. I see 4 on this side and 4 on this side, I assume. So you get 8 people, 8 rifles stored on for each person. Additional storage access, and we're gonna go ahead and pull this lever. Actually, we're gonna pull this one. This one's got a better view. Now you can notice that this ramp is so this is designed as a gunship slash dropship. This is got a shorter ramp. It doesn't really touch the ground. It's designed to quickly drop someone off. It's not designed, this ramp, to all the way touch the ground, so this helps get people off the ship. That is quite... People are gonna hit their head when they hit. Interesting. But yeah, this is the drop ramp. Here we have a gun you can deploy. This one is just like a little size 1, like minigun, so you can just go ahead and literally grab this, and I believe the coverage area for this is like here. Uh-oh. Someone can accidentally just shoot your own ship. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, that is the arc. That's the whole angles that you can do. I was just demonstrating. And here, if you want to deploy this, it doesn't go all the way to the left or as much right as it can go. And you just press this to close the door. It doesn't really impact the gun, so you can leave it like that stationary if you want to do that. And let's move on to this portion of the ship. All right. Another highlight of this ship is the amazing room here that is where gunners are going to sit for this size 5 weapon. Each actually have size 5s. They're twin guns. Trying to remember what the name is. I think they're called... I can't remember, honestly, but they're laser repeaters. Let's power this on. And yes, you don't really have much, I would say, for shooting in the front of the ship. This is as close as I can get right here to the portion of the ship in the front to shoot. And I did put max power to weapons, so the max you can have for reserve is 38 for each gun. You can't go any further than that. So these are really like good, like these are just, you know, designed for a broadside turret, so they're going to be shooting a lot to the left. So you can do a little bit in the front, but like you can't quite get to what, like I mentioned, it's just the front of the ship. Go a little bit up, but not quite. But it doesn't have, the ship does have 2 turrets that we saw from the bridge that are remote turrets. You can just have pilots on there to, when you're crewing this ship, to cover the top portion of the ship. These ones will help fire to the side and slightly below the ship. So yeah, that is the size 5 turret. I do like the look that this thing just like closes the whole door when it comes down. That's pretty cool. Alright, so that's a cool design. I like that. Looking towards the front of the ship more. And this is... got an elevator right here. Fire extinguisher. And what is this supposed to be? Oh, that's just an airlock. Okay. So if you gotta do EVA access and transport someone to another ship, you can definitely do that. Got a ladder right here, so this we'll take when we head back to the bridge. Armory. This one's just a bunch of suit lockers. Not really a feature in the game quite yet. It's got, let's see, 3, 6, 8. So we got 8 suit lockers that 8 people can use on this ship. That's it. I'll open one of these. Is there storage access anywhere? I do not see any buttons to store anything in here. The suit lockers. That's okay. We got in the crew quarters lockers. There's 8 of the lockers there. That's about it. We got more copper pipe in here. I think that's it for the bottom deck. Let's take the ladder. We'll see where this goes, because I did not see a ladder on the top deck. We're back on deck 2. Oh, that's where that is. Okay. And the last thing part of the ship is on the co-pilot seat. So before we forget this, you sit here and there's actually some missile launchers in the back portion of the ship. You get some of the co-pilot seats, and you can just go ahead, and if they don't want to do engineering controls here and they want to shoot missiles, they can definitely do that from here. You'll see on the left side of the screen we have size 12, sorry, not size 12. That'd be way overpowered. Size 2 missiles, and I can queue up to 4 on here. And there's another missile turret right there that can be used. And I'll just shoot one of these for fun. Or not. Oh, wait, it gives me a camera so I can see the other missile right there. Oh, so there's a camera right here above the, just right above the ramp right here back towards the ship. So you can see the turret here and the turret on the other side of the ship. And just need to lock onto a target and just fire, I believe. And that should do the job. Looks like each have, what is that? Nope, oops. Let me get back into this. Looks like each have 2, 4, 6. So so it's all 12 missiles. So 6 and 6 over here on the other side. But yeah, folks, that is my whole tour review of the whole ship. I think this is going to be a great key critical role if you're in the military side of like Army and you need something that's a drop ship dedicated role for dropping troops off for deployment. So you can have people in the back for drop deployment, people in the crew here to be gunners, and have people just try to yeah, drop off vehicles who need to do that as well. But yeah, that is all we have to cover for the day. So let me know your thoughts of what you think of this ship, and let me know if you actually picked up one of these, and what's your favorite thing about this. Is it the giant just guns here that are used for clearing out an area, or do you like the hangar for the Fury? Let me know your thoughts below in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one.